We're live.
Good morning, team. Welcome to today's Start Strength workout. We're really excited to be here.
You look like an angel right now.
I have a glow this morning. So we're dealing with some light in the studio that we just cannot adjust. So bear with us.
It's gonna get better.
It's gonna get better.
Yeah, it'll get better.
Fingers crossed. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day in Seattle. So we're very grateful for that. It just, when we're trying to film.
I think also it just means this is going to be a really special workout.
Oh, it is going to be a special workout. Okay, so for today's workout, you will want to make sure that you have a chair. Of course, test it out. Make sure that it is sturdy. You also want to grab some weights for today's workout because we are working on the basics of strength. If you do not have dumbbells, do not panic. Cans, 2 soup cans, or water bottles with some water in them work just fine. We are really working on learning. So today is going to be some education as we go through these. So just something to hold on to will be really helpful. And if you don't have anything, because someone's at their office right now and maybe you don't have anything around, that is totally fine. Just stay with us in this workout, and you can do it without dumbbells or weights.
What kind of soup do you got in those cans today?
This was during my COVID times. I got Amy's organic minestrone soup.
Okay.
And vegetable barley.
Nice. Okay. No
I don't know
Campbell's
why.
today. No Campbell's, but shout out to Amy's.
No Campbell's. Shout out to Amy's. I've never tried them, so not much of a soup person. All right, team. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Again, if you're just now coming in, make sure that we grab a chair, something to hold on to. Weights would be great.
Could you fix your little earring? It's really making some noise. Sorry about that, folks.
Every time we film, Mike asks me if I'm sure I want to wear this much jewelry.
Well, and apparently the answer is it cannot be removed.
It cannot be removed. It can't. My nails are too long now. I can't take it all off. Do we want to do a picture?
Yeah, we're going to do a picture. I was just...
Sorry, team. I am out of control today.
Yeah, the mic. Okay, here we go. Let's get the picture. Let's fix your audio. Okay. 1 second, everybody.
All right. Audio good. Good morning. Good morning. We will be going live in about 2 minutes. We're just going to take a quick picture. Is it my hair's low?
No, I think it just, yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay, what do we do? We got to have the cans.
Yeah, we got to have the cans in. So maybe like we are doing a can RDL. I don't know if that would work. We are doing presses. Okay.
Are you sitting or standing?
Nope, standing.
And then
we are doing bent over rows.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's do it the other way though.
This way?
Yeah. Thank you, Q.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. I do think my microphone is loose today. Do you think it's my hair? Sorry, team. Try to do something new with my hair. It's as tight as it goes. Maybe it's just my hair hitting it.
Oh.
Good morning, team. Is it my hair hitting it?
Sometimes if this gets...
There we go. Yep, it feels tighter on my ear.
There we go.
We might just have a few mic adjustments today. Good morning, team. Good morning, team. So again, let's start in less than a minute. Make sure that you have a chair. It should be nice and sturdy. Some weights. If you have dumbbells at home, they should be really light, 5 or 3 pound dumbbells. And if you do not have dumbbells, do not fret. We're doing soup cans today, or I'm doing soup cans today. You can also do water bottles. Maybe put some water in them. And if you do not have anything, do not leave us. Stay with us. You can still do this workout without any of the equipment that we have today. We are going to be going through the basics, so the foundation of strength moves with weights today. So it's going to be a really fun workout.
Oh, did you bring up the naming, or is that just happening organically? Did
What?
you say did you talk about how we like to get naming from the audience?
No.
So it's already just can you lift? Samantha is already suggesting a name.
No way.
Shout out.
Samantha.
Can you lift?
Can you lift?
I like that. So yeah, one thing we do here, if you're new to today's live workout, we like to ask the audience if any cool names come up that they think would work for this workout.
Yeah, I love it.
Every week, pretty much,
It gets named.
it's getting
I
named.
love it.
And then Lost Bumblebee was wondering, can they do it on the couch? They can just chill and watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, yes, watching it or using the couch as a
No. I think they're being funny.
Oh,
You're like, a couch is totally
but I don't
great
want
tool.
no,
Maybe. And let's talk about it.
Anything is better than nothing at all. So if you are on the couch and that is where your comfort zone is today, there are still plenty of things that you can do with us. So I would I'm being genuine when I'm saying absolutely. If you are saying if the couch is safe enough for you to use as stability, I think so. Some couches might be a little bit low and it might be difficult when we're trying to hold on the back, but definitely come join us and we'll try to make it work.
Okay.
We ready?
For the beginning,
Yep.
step to your left. Yeah, chill there for just because the light is so wild, like right behind your head.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if throughout that doesn't happen and the
Okay.
light's going to change. But just for the start, let's just start you there. Cool? Looks like everybody is ready.
Okay.
And Lost Bumblebee is up off the couch, they said, and they got their weights.
Yes.
So lock it in. We're going to go here. So I think we're good. Audio's rolling. We got our picture.
I just need the timer.
The timer. One last thing here. Let's see. Is it on 0?
Yep.
And
All right, team.
is it going
Let's
now?
get to it. Nope.
Not going. Is it going now? No. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes remotes don't work. Okay. Looks like everyone's ready. We're ready. And check. Okay. I'm going to silence myself.
Oh, I almost said good morning, team. So sorry. Redo. Hello, team, and welcome to today's strength workout. We want to make sure that we have some equipment today, but if you do not have dumbbells, do not worry. Soup cans work just great. Also, water bottles, maybe put a little water in them to make them more difficult. And the only other piece of equipment you will need today is a chair. Please test it out. Make sure that it is nice and sturdy. So before we begin our strength workout, I want to make sure that our body is nice and warmed up. So let's find a nice, comfortable standing position here, feet about shoulder width apart. First things first, make sure that you have a little bend in the knees. Just be able to wiggle them around. We don't want them locked out. Second, place your hand on your belly. So we're going to be in this position. If you're comfortable shutting your eyes, that was great. If not, totally keep them open. We're going to work on belly breathing here. So nice big inhales. Think about blowing your stomach up like a balloon. And then as you exhale, pulling your belly button in nice and tight. Good, team. Inhale, think about blowing that stomach up. And exhale, pulling that belly in. Keep going here. And for a lot of you, this might feel a bit odd because we are used to breathing in and out of our chest. So as we go in and out of this breathing here, it takes a lot of thought to put that into your stomach, really blow up your stomach, press your hands away with your stomach as you inhale, and then exhale, pull that belly button in as tight as you can. Good, team. 2 more here. So while we're practicing this breathing, we're also learning how to engage that core. As you exhale and you pull that belly button in nice and tight, we're turning on our deep core muscles. So I'm going to use this as a cue today. One more time. Nice big inhale, blow that stomach up, and then exhale, pull that belly button in nice and tight. And when that belly's in nice and tight, that core is turned on. Beautiful, team. All right, next movement we're going to do is place your left hand on your rib cage. So right here, place it on your rib cage. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me move here. We're going to take a nice big inhale. As we exhale, think about pushing your ribs down and then raising your right hand up overhead. Thumb is going to lead. I'm going to pause when I visually either can see or think that my arm is in line with my ear. Now pause in this moment and check in if you have any pain. Are your shoulders sticky or tight? Does this feel okay? This is important to note because we're going to do some shoulder pressing today, and we want to make sure that this feels okay. Beautiful, team. Bring that arm back down. And again, nice big inhale. Exhale, push your ribs down with your left hand, and then raise that right arm up overhead. We want that arm to be in line with the ears, not way further behind and not out in front. This is our strongest position here. Good. Holding it in this position. Your left hand is on your ribs because I want you to think about actively pushing them down rather than allowing them to flare out. Beautiful, team. And then bring that right arm down. 2 more here. Nice big inhale. Exhale, push those ribs down. Raise that right arm up overhead. Pause when it's in line with that right ear. And then lower it back down. Beautiful, team. 1 more time. Nice big inhale. Exhale, push those ribs down. Raise that right arm up. Excellent. And bringing it back down. Beautiful. Heading to the left side. Same thing. Right hand on your ribs. In this position, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, push the ribs down. Raise the left arm overhead. Pause. Beautiful. Check in. Does this feel okay? Maybe a little stickier than the other side. Maybe not so sticky. Totally normal. Lowering it back down. 3 more here, team. Nice big inhale. Exhale, push those ribs down. Raise that arm overhead. Beautiful. And back down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, ribs down, arm raises. That's it, team. And then bringing it back down. Last one here. Nice big inhale. Exhale, push those ribs down, arm raises overhead. And relax. Beautiful, team. From this position, we're going to work on our hinge, warming up our hips and our behind our legs. So in this position, feet are shoulder width apart, hands are on your hips. In this position, we're going to think about pushing our hips back as far as we possibly can. From here, we want to pause when our torso is parallel to the mat. We're probably feeling a nice big stretch in the backside of our legs. Beautiful, team. And then standing back up. And again, thinking about pushing those hips back as far as we can, pausing when we're parallel to the mat. Get a little stretch here, and then standing back up. Beautiful. 2 more here. Really reach those hips back. Excellent. And standing back up. Last one, team. Hinging here, warming up those hips, warming up the backside of our body, and standing up. Beautiful. Now grabbing that chair, we're going to take the hinge and turn it into our squat. So from this position, feet now in the squat are a little bit further apart. And we're going to break this down for a second on the first few. So first movement, hands on your hips. Then we're going to think about pushing our hips back just like we did in our hinge. Then we're going to start bending our knees to lower ourselves down. When we reach the chair, relax for 1 second. Beautiful, team. Lean forward. So I don't want you to stand straight up from here. That puts a lot of pressure on our knees. Lean forward. Push your entire foot as you stand up. Excellent, team. And again, hinge. So push those hips back. Start to bend the knees. Lower yourself down. Tapping the chair. Relaxing. Excellent. Hinge forward. Press through the feet as you stand up. Beautiful. Now, if you're comfortable, you can speed this up a little bit, or you can practice just lightly tapping the chair and not resting on the chair. Okay. A few more squats here. Hinge, knees bend. I'm going to tap the chair and stand back up. Beautiful, team. 2 more. Hinge, knees bend. I lower down. I'm going to tap the chair and stand back up. Excellent. Last one. Keep saying it to yourself. Hinge, knees bend. I'm lowering down, tapping the chair, standing back up. Beautiful, team. Let that chair go to the side for 1 second. We are going to work on a row. So this is a little bit of a complicated move that I want to break down because a lot of us don't have much feeling in our back area. We sit at a desk, we're just sitting, period, and we kind of lose the strength in our shoulder blades and in our mid-back area. So give yourself some grace as we work through this. It's going to feel odd. The more you do this, the easier it becomes, the stronger your back becomes. So first things first, we are standing here. We are visualizing that we are grabbing bungees in front of us. So in this position, You are holding on to 2 bungee cords. All right. From here, you are going to pull them all the way until your hands get to your chest. In this position, thinking about opening your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Do you feel a little something behind your back? Good. Now stay in this position. Think about that rib cage. We warmed that up here. I want you to really think about pulling that down. Do not let your ribs pop out as you go for this row. So pull those ribs down, shoulder blades are squeezed together, and then bring those arms out in front. Excellent, team. And again, grab onto those bungees, pull them. Good. Hands come to your chest. Open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Last little check-in here. Where are your ribs? Pull them down. Beautiful. And back out in front. One more here. Really think about a heavy bungee this time. Pulling it. Good, team. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Thinking about those ribs pulling down. And relax. Excellent. Take that same movement and we're going to add a little hinge to it, okay? So from here, feet are shoulder width apart. We're going to push those hips back. We're going to find the bottom position of our hinge. Excellent, team. Arms hang long. Beautiful. They're heavy. And if you need to imagine your bungees, go ahead and do so. From this position, we are going to pull. Elbows go straight up to the ceiling. Palms come right close to your chest. Shoulder blades back. Good. Squeeze them together. Chest is open. Last little thing, where are your ribs? Pull them down a little bit. Excellent, team. And bring the arms back down and stand up. Beautiful. One more here. Push the hips back into our hinge. Good. When we're at the bottom of our hinge, our chest is parallel to the floor. Arms hang down. Grab onto those bungees. From this position, thinking about pulling those bungees, elbows to the ceiling, chest opens. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Beautiful, team. And arms back down, relax, and stand up. Excellent, team. So all of these, we are still warming up, but we're learning the moves because we're going to add weights to them. One more move to go through. So we're going to head into a lateral lunge. Put that chair right out in front of you so that you can use it if you need it. So the chair is here. We're going to step to the right. In this position, I'm holding onto the chair with my left hand. From here, I'm thinking about almost all of my weight going into that right foot. So taking a step out with me, weight goes into the right foot. I'm hinging, so my hips go back just like I'm doing as I warmed up that hinge. Good. Toes are facing forward. Then press through that right leg as I stand up. Keep going here. I'm just going to show you from the side. In this position, I take a step to the right. Hips go back in my hinge. Almost all of my weight is on my right leg. And then I step back up. Use the chair if you need it. Don't use the chair if you don't need it. Beautiful, team. And again, take a step to the right. Hips go back. Weight shifts into that right leg and standing back up. One more on this side. Taking a step. Hips go back. Weight is in that right leg and standing back up. So for the distance on those steps, we're going to switch and go to the left side. Start short to begin with. It doesn't have to be very far. And then if you're comfortable, you can make it a little bit further out. All right, team, onto the left side, right hand holding onto the chair and begin. Taking a step out to the left, hips go back, weight is in that left leg, toes are facing forward, and then stepping back up. Beautiful, team. And again, out with that step, hips go back, beautiful, and coming back up. 2 more on this side, just warming everything up here, taking a step out, hips go back, weight in that left leg, and standing back up. Excellent, team. Last one here. To the left, hips go back. Beautiful. Push through that left leg as we stand up. Excellent, team. All right, grab a little sip of water if you need. We're going to head into our workout. So from this position, set up your chair. We're going to squat to this and then grab your version of weights. I'm going to start with my cans here today. So we're going to go through most of the moves that we did in the warm-up, but now we're going to start to add weight to them. So just pay attention to how things feel. If at any point in time you're going through it and the weights don't feel good, just drop them to the side. Totally fine. All right, team, let's find our squat position here. So feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Take those cans. They're going to go right in front of your hips. So as we squat down, we're going to squat to the chair. Cans go right in front of us. follow along with me to begin with, because we're actually going to rest on the chair at the bottom. And if you start feeling good, maybe you start tapping the chair and not resting. All right, team. In 3, 2, 1, hinge, push the hips back, bend the knees, lower yourself down. Find that chair, rest for a second. Excellent, team. Hinge forward, cans are right out in front of us. Press through your feet as you stand up. Beautiful, team. Do not forget about your mechanics here. So first things first, hinge, hips go back, then the knees bend. We lower ourselves down. The weights are staying right close to my body. If I touch the chair, then I know it's there. I can relax. Beautiful, team. Hinging forward, press through the feet as you stand up. Good. If you're ready to challenge yourself, just tap the chair. Do not rest on the chair. And again, hinge, hips go back, then the knees bend. Tap the chair if you can. Beautiful. And standing back up. Yes, team. And again, find those movements, make them a bit smoother. Hinge, knees bend, lowering yourself down, tapping the chair, standing back up. Excellent, team. And again, 2 more here. Hinge, knees bend. How smooth can you make that? Tap the chair, press through the feet as you stand up. Excellent, team. Last one. Hinge, knees bend. Beautiful. Lower yourself down, tap the chair, stand back up. Yes, team, a weighted squat. Beautiful. Now, I will say there are plenty of different ways to hold the weight. So eventually, as we keep going on this, we'll get creative. Sometimes we'll hold them in front. Eventually, maybe you have a barbell on your back, but that is super important. That's your first step to a weighted squat. So go, team, go. Next movement, we're going to go for our row. So in this position, you are working on strengthening your back. We've done this in the warm-up now where we pretended to have bungees. Now you have actual weights. So don't forget about your mechanics as we go through this. We'll go nice and slow. If you feel good, go ahead and speed it up. All right, team. First things first, holding on to both of my cans or my weights. Finding my feet shoulder width apart because that's my hinge position. From here, knees are bent a little bit. Take my hands, put them on my hips, push those hips back. I'm finding the bottom position of my hinge. The weights are now pulling my arms. Beautiful. So first things first, I'm going to think about pulling those weights up. Hands go to my chest. Beautiful, team. Thinking about squeezing your shoulder blades together, opening that chest. Good. And if you can think about one more thing, pull those ribs down. Excellent, team. Then arms come down and you stand up. Yes, team. And again, find that hinge. Hips go back. Beautiful. Pause at the bottom position. Then we row those weights up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lower them back down and stand up. Excellent, team. Keep going here. Find that hinge. Do not do the row until you're all the way at the bottom of that hinge position. Then elbows to the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lower the hands back down and stand up. Keep going here, team. Hinge, making it smoother if you're feeling good. Row, which means elbows to the ceiling. Shoulder blades squeeze down and back. Arms into that relaxed position and stand up. Last one here, team. Coming into that hinge. Beautiful. Elbows to the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lower the arms back down and stand up. Yes, team. Good work. Okay, we're going to go one more time through this. I actually happen to have dumbbells here, so I'm just going to try it with dumbbells. If you want to stay with whatever weights you have or drop the weights, totally fine. We're going to go one more time through our squat and our row. So in this position, I want to challenge you in a few different ways. If you have heavier weights and you are feeling good, maybe you grab heavier weights. If you don't have heavier weights, but you were using the chair, maybe you don't use it this time. So find a way to challenge yourself if we're feeling good. First things first, feet are wider than shoulder width apart. My dumbbells, my weights are going to go right to the center of my body, thinking about my mechanics. So the first few reps are going to be slow. First things first, hips go back. Then I start to bend the knees, lower myself down, find the chair, relax on the chair. I want to know it's there. Hinge forward, press through the feet as I stand up. Beautiful, team. And again, dumbbells in front, weights in front, hips go back, knees bend, lower yourself down, find the chair, relax on the chair. Excellent. Hinge forward, press through the feet, standing up. Beautiful, team. Now, if you're ready, just tap the chair. Do not relax on the chair. And begin. Hips back, knees bend. Make that smooth. Tap the chair and standing up. Excellent, team. And again, keep going here. Find your own rhythm. Find your own groove. Doesn't need to be fast. And standing up. Good. Form over anything here. We're building a super strong foundation. Excellent, team. Beautiful. One more time. Really thinking about those mechanics. Hips go back, knees bend, lower yourself down. Press through the feet as you stand up. Yes, team, beautiful work. All right, heading into our row. Again, you can go heavier weights, stay with the same, whatever feels good. So feet are shoulder width apart now. We're gonna find our hinge position. So from here, hips go back. We pause at the bottom of our hinge. First things first, elbows to the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Beautiful, team. Lower the arms back down. And standing up. Excellent. If you're feeling good, you can go at your own pace here. Thinking about hinging, pausing at the bottom, elbows to the ceiling. There we go. Feel that squeeze on our mid-back area. Lower the arms and stand up. Good. Try to hold that squeeze for a second just to make sure we're feeling it. Beautiful, team. Elbows to the ceiling, palms to your chest. Good. Lowering them back down. And standing up. 3 more here. Excellent work, team. Hinge, row. Beautiful. Arms back down and standing up. 2 more, team. We're doing a bent over row. Good work. Elbows up to the ceiling. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, lowering them back down and standing up. Last one for today. Find that hinge. Elbows to the ceiling. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Hold it for a second. Lowering it back down and standing up. Yes, team. Bent over row and weighted squat off of our checklist. Excellent. So dropping those, I'm going to head back to my cans. We're going to move on here. So in this position, grab your chair. And before we do this with weights, let's learn this move. So we're going to do a single leg balance move, but I want you to know that the chair is there and your other foot is there to help you if you get wobbly. Okay. So in this position, it's basically our hinge, except for it's single leg. So how this looks, I'll show you from here. I'm going to grab onto the chair with my left hand. My right foot is down. From here, I'm going to go into my hinge position, thinking about pushing my hips back as far as I possibly can. If I can come all the way down so that my torso is parallel to the ground, that's my end position. For some of us, it might be easier to think about that left leg long. And then I stand up. Beautiful, team. And again, I think about pushing my hips back. Excellent. Pausing at the bottom. Torso is parallel to the ground. And I stand up. Beautiful. So let's do this without any weights. Second time through, we'll add weights to it. So in this position, holding onto your chair with your left hand, right foot is down. From here, you want to think about that right hand going down towards your toes. Doesn't have to touch them. Heading in that direction though. So first things first with our hinge, we already know our hips go backwards. Beautiful. That right hand is coming down, trying to touch the floor. Mine is not going to get there. When my torso is parallel to the mat, I know I've gone far enough, and I stand back up. Beautiful, team. And again, really thinking about pushing those hips back, not a lot of knee bend. This is a hinge, not a squat. Excellent. And coming back up. Beautiful, team. And again, hips go back, touching that imaginary wall behind you. That left leg is kicking out, right hand towards the mat, and standing back up. 2 more here. Really pushing those hips back. A lot of us are probably feeling a nice big workout on that right leg, definitely in that right hamstring, probably that glute muscle. There we go. And again, really pushing those hips back. Beautiful, team. And coming back up. Okay, I think we have one more here. If not, we're going to do one for good measure. Pushing those hips back, really reaching towards the mat. Good, and standing back up. Definitely a glute burner. Beautiful, team. Switching to the other side. So from this position, right hand on the chair, left foot is down, left hand is reaching towards the ground. So just think about your hinge in this position. I know we're now single leg, but the mechanics do not change. from here in my hinge, I know that I'm thinking about pushing my hips back. So follow along with me. Now that right leg is going to kick back. And if you can, try to reach that left hand towards the mat. I pause when my torso is parallel to the mat, and then I stand back up. I am definitely using that chair right now because I'm not a little teetering around. It's a new move that I'm learning. So go ahead and use that. From this position again, hips go back. Beautiful, team. Reach that left hand down towards the ground. Pause when your torso is parallel and stand back up. For some of us, this also might be a big stretch. You're getting a lot of movement in the backside of your body. Good. A stretch is okay. I do not want us to feel pain. Beautiful, team. And standing back up. 3 more here. Hips go back. Excellent. Hand comes down. When I am parallel to the floor, I know I've gone far enough, and stand back up. 2 more. Really reaching those hips back. Feeling that glute burn. Glute means booty. There we go. And 1 more. Really reaching back. Excellent. And standing back up. Beautiful. So little fact, especially for those of us that have knees that talk to us a lot, your glutes, your hips, so important. So strong glutes really, really help those knees. So those movements are really important as we take care of our body. Dropping that to the side, or the chair to the side, we're going to grab our dumbbells and we're going to go for a shoulder press. So grabbing onto your weights here, I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see me. What I want you to think about is when we were warming up, we were finding this top position where our arm was in line with our ears, but our ribs were down. So this is the position that we're looking for with our weights. Just try to think about, I know a lot of us don't have a mirror right now. So just try to think about not allowing your back to arch and your ribs to flare out. We really want to keep them down as we press overhead. All right, team, grabbing onto your weights in this position. We're standing up nice and tall. Just make sure the knees are not locked out. Dumbbells are right at your chin. From here, we're going to take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let the air out. Pull your ribs down. Press your dumbbells overhead. Pause at this top position. What I want you to think about, you have to visualize, where is my body? Where are my arms? Try not to allow them to be way in front of you or way behind you. You want those arms in line with your ears. Beautiful, team. Bringing them back down. Excellent. And again, nice big inhale. Exhale, pull the ribs down. Press those weights overhead. Beautiful, team. And again, weights come down. Beautiful. Nice big inhale. Exhale, pressing up overhead. There we go. Keep going here. I'm just going to face you, bringing those weights back down. Inhale. Exhale, pressing them overhead. Excellent, team. And again, bringing them back down. Beautiful. Nice big inhale. Exhale, pressing them overhead and bringing them back down and relax. Good work, team. That officially is a shoulder press. Excellent work, team. So dropping those to the side, grabbing onto your chair, we're now going to add weights to our single leg movement. First things first, if you are not comfortable adding weights, do not add them, all right? If you are comfortable, hold on to 1 weight as we go in and out of this movement. So from here, I'm going to hold on to the chair with my left hand. My right foot is down. My right hand has the weight. So finding my balance on my right leg. Same exact movement here. Hips go back into that hinge. The weight comes down towards the floor. Good. Probably doesn't reach the floor. I pause when my torso is parallel to the mat. Feeling a nice big stretch on my hamstring, the backside of my leg, and I stand up. Beautiful, team. 5 more to go. Pushing those hips back. Beautiful. Hand comes down towards the mat. Pausing at the bottom for a second, pushing through that right foot as you stand up. Excellent. Keep going here. If you are comfortable to slowly let go of that death grip on the chair, try to touch it a little lightly. There we go. And eventually, if you're okay, maybe that left hand comes off of the chair or at the top it does. Excellent, team. Coming down into that hinge. Beautiful. A fancy name for this is actually a single leg Romanian deadlift. So you can go out, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family. You did a single leg Romanian deadlift today. Beautiful, team. 1 more here. Really reaching down. Remember, if you can lightly touch the chair, go ahead and do so. Challenge yourself there. and standing back up. Yes, team. Switching to the other side. I have no idea where these exercise names come from, but that was officially the name of this. So from this position, hand on the chair, right hand, left foot is down, left hand has that weight. In 3, 2, 1, thinking about hinging. So I'm pushing my hips back. Weight comes down to the mat. Beautiful. Pausing at the bottom and coming back up. Good. And again, as I go through this, I'm going to start to slowly loosen my grip on the chair. Good. Try not to use it too much here. Of course, it's always there if you need it. And eventually, if I can, I'm going to start to take my hand off of the chair, starting with at the top position. Beautiful, team. We've got 3 more here. Excellent. Feeling the burn. Glutes are working. Hamstrings are working. The whole backside of our body is working. 2 more here. Maybe I'm not even touching the chair anymore as I come down. Good. Excellent, team. Last one. Really reaching down. I know we're tired, but think of those mechanics. Hips go back in that hinge and coming back up and relax. Excellent work, team. Pushing that chair to the side. We're going to head into our shoulder presses. Then we're going to stretch, relax, and we are done. Excellent, team. So grabbing onto those weights, if you felt good and you want heavier weights, go ahead and do so. From this position, weights are going to start at our chin. Feet are shoulder width apart. Taking a nice big inhale. Exhale, pull the ribs down, press overhead. Pause at the top, arms in line with the ear. Excellent, team. And bringing them back down. Again, nice big inhale. Exhale, ribs down, press up. Beautiful. And bringing them back down. Keep going. I'm going to face you. Nice big inhale. Exhale, ribs down, pressing up. Beautiful, team. Bringing them back down. We've got 3 more here. Inhale, exhale, press. Beautiful. Go, team, go. We're all doing shoulder presses here, whether you have weights or no weights. This is a shoulder press. Inhale, exhale, pressing up. Excellent, team. Last one here. So we're going to bring that down. Nice big inhale. Exhale, pressing up. Pause at the top. Good. Make sure that those arms are in line with the ears. Bringing them back down and relax. Yes, team. Drop those to the side. Grab your chair. We're going to do just a little bit of stretching, and then we're going to call it a day. Great work, team. So first things first, we're going to do a little cat-cow action. So placing your hands on the chair, feet are about a foot away from the chair. We're going to find a nice big arch in our back. Chin looks up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Then tuck that chin under, round your back as much as you can. Thinking about really pressing into the chair, trying to separate those shoulder blades. Beautiful, team. And again, we're going to arch here. Chin, eyes look up to the ceiling. And round. Good. Tucking that tailbone under, pressing into the chair. Breathing. And last one here. Arching, chin up. And if you can, thinking about exhaling and rounding. Beautiful, team. In this position, you're going to take your feet, left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Beautiful in our plank position. Then you're going to push your hips back, heels drop towards the mat, and we're just going to get a little stretch. Should feel like a nice big stretch in your shoulders and your chest. If it's comfortable, you can kind of wiggle around here. Thinking about allowing your chest to drop towards the mat. Excellent, team. Then we're going to come forward. So coming up onto your toes and allowing yourself to come back into that plank position. Beautiful, team. Breathe for 1 second. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Push those hips back. Last time here. Drop the heels towards the mat. Excellent. Chest opens and drops down towards the mat. Breathing here. Excellent, team. Coming up onto your toes, rounding yourself forward. Coming into that plank position, pausing for 1 second. Then walking that left foot up, that right foot up, standing up and relax. Team, great work today. So that was the foundations of strength. We did a squat. We did a single leg movement. We did a bent over row, which was working on our back. And then we did shoulder presses. We're going to grow from there, but that was an awesome start. This is building the foundation. You should be super proud. If you want to repeat this workout, maybe you do it again in a few days, try heavier weights. This is how we get a lot stronger, but we'll definitely keep working on these. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I hope to see you back on the mat very soon.
Cut.
Good work, team. How are we feeling?
Who wrote something I thought was cool? Lost Bumblebee coming in with the comments today.
Aw.
She gives me so much confidence to let go of the chair.
Yes. But this is it, just like one little thing at a time, challenging yourself. Today, we challenge ourselves with weights. This is so awesome. This is also how we progress, how we learn. Challenging ourselves is really important, not only in the gym or at home, but also out in the world. But I feel like this is such a great place to practice that. Team.
It's cool. Sarah says that these videos are great for even experienced people because it allows them to watch their form.
Ooh, I love that. We even had a trainer comment, which totally is amazing too. We had a trainer comment in the Facebook group the other day that they're going back through the START program. So this is for everybody and anybody. Team, so awesome. Rebecca, I see you. Diane, team, this is so awesome. And honestly, I am so appreciating the people commenting about refreshers on form. Form is everything. Like, if you do not have a strong foundation in terms of understanding your form, which means understanding how things feel in your body. If you do not have that, then we're building on sand, basically. And at some point in time, it's all going to come crashing down, which, knock on wood, we don't want that. But that's how, for me, when I look back at my past, so many injuries happened because I wasn't aware of my body. I didn't have proper form. And as I get older, form matters because I want to feel really, really good in my body. I want to be strong in my body. I want to be able to lift weights, but I want to feel good in my body, which means I have to constantly be paying attention to how I'm moving her around, especially as I add weight. So form is everything. I'm so happy that we're starting here today. We're going to just keep building on this.
Yeah.
Because the thing about strength is there are a lot of different strength moves. Today, we went through the foundations because it's really important that we do, this is going to sound like big words, a compound movement, which is 2 legs on the ground, a squat or a deadlift. So we did that today. We did a rowing movement because it's really important that we strengthen our back. We did a single leg movement because legs are different, one or the other. So you got to work them out one at a time. And we did a pressing movement. So all of those movements are the beginning foundations of strength. I'm so happy that y'all were here today. Please leave comments. Let us know what you think. We're just definitely going to keep expanding on these. Were there any questions?
Not really questions, just great comments today. Was it Christopher comment saying actually how they appreciated that there's no music, just your voice, which is always something like we, it's
Play
always
with.
like, yeah, like, do you need music? But I think when you teach really well and it's engaging, I think it's nice to hear that you don't have to have music.
Thanks,
so.
Mike. And
well
thanks,
done.
Christopher.
Also, Ariana, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, said that they did it on a work call, which is so cool.
Oh my gosh. I wish we had a picture of that. That is so awesome. And there was somebody else at the beginning of the workout that was saying they were doing this at their desk at work. And I love this. Like, anytime, anywhere, hashtag just move.
I feel like the people doing this are like so educated. Like Lori said, each of these movements activate your core. You don't need to separate core exercise.
Yes, Lori.
Holler.
Yes. Especially if we know how to engage our core. That's why we do our belly breathing in the beginning. We learn how to engage our deep core. And Lori, gold star, is 100% correct that as we're going through all of our movements, our core is working. So
and another shout out from Tina about the no music. This is actually really good to hear people talk about that, because I always push for it because music adds a whole complexity, and then there's copyright and there's all this stuff that comes with music. So it's nice to hear that you can always put on a tune if you want to listen to music, put it separately, and then you do you. Yeah.
And actually, but I do want to touch on this again for anybody that came into this class today and felt like they enjoyed it. I highly suggest that you repeat it. So one of the things that happens, and we've talked about this a lot, but one of the things that happens with like online fitness now is that they're there tends to be this assumption that you should always be doing something new, which sometimes that's great. And new things are fun. And I've said this before, I train doing new workouts every day for like the past 3 years. But when we have goals of building, and today, like we're really working on a goal of building strength in our body, you actually want to repeat the workouts. You could come back and repeat this workout once or twice a week for a good month plus, and your body would benefit from it. Each time you come back, I would suggest challenging yourself. If you have heavier weights, you can challenge yourself by adding weight. If you don't have heavier weights, you can challenge yourself by adding reps. So today we did all of the workouts, if I was counting correctly, with 6 reps. So maybe when you come back next week or later this week and you repeat it, you could do 8 reps. So there's different ways of challenging yourself, but what you want to think about when you approach the workout is, do I have weights to challenge myself today? Do I add extra reps? Which one am I going to do? Love it, love it, love it.
Look at that. Ariana said they took a pic of themselves working out. Where can I send it? Shoot it over to Kaisa's IG.
Oh my gosh.
DM, right?
Are you kidding me,
That's
Ariana?
amazing.
If you could DM me right now.
As long as it's not going to mess with your work or anything, Ariana, I want to make sure.
We can't get you in trouble.
Yeah, we don't want to get you in trouble.
DM me right now at KaisaFit. And can you give me permission right now to post it? I will repost that because that
Say
is
yes
so,
in the comments.
That is so awesome. It totally makes my day, because here's the thing, Ariana. It is the fact that you are doing this when we repost this and everybody else gets to see, or if you tell your friends and family, people get so motivated by seeing how other people make it work. Like absolutely no excuses in this moment. You're at work, you got some movement in, so incredible. And I think the more that we all do this, think about the fact that if you motivated one other person today to get some movement in, the world becomes a very different place. So I so appreciate that. And always, team, if you have pictures, videos, or whatever of you working out and moving and making it work, please send them. Like, please either DM me or just tag me in them so I can repost, because it's so helpful. It's so helpful for the team to see the team moving and not just me moving all the time. And I think that's like so inspirational. I love it.
Yes. And even if you have to like cut it short, like if you taking that work call and halfway through you got to bail, that's still better than not
anything
moving,
is better than nothing. That is our motto.
It's cool.
1 minute of movement a day is better than no minutes of movement. So anything is better than nothing for sure.
Couple things to Lost Bumblebee. This is pretty much every Wednesday. We're doing this at 10, so it looks like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time works for you. Yes, so we are committing to Wednesdays. We're committing to this level.
Yes, start level workouts.
And these will stay on YouTube to watch. So after this goes, this will just remain on YouTube. And then, of course, there's tons of things on justmove.com.
Oh, that's another thing. So we do these live workouts here. They are free. They're live. They'll remain there. If you enjoy them and you want to do more of these start level workouts, that's what Just Move has. We have an entire collection of start level workouts. We also have follow along programs. So we have the Start Moving program, which is a 30-day program. We have the mini movement challenge, which is just knowing that some of us are short on time. So we have plenty of ways for you to get moving if you're enjoying these. Just head over to justmove.com.
Plus, always working on more.
And we're always working on more. Yeah. Absolutely. So if you have suggestions, if some of you in here have gone through a lot of the Start Moving stuff and you have suggestions, which if you're in the Facebook group, there's been a lot of talk about creating a bridge program from start to beginner. So there's so many things that we're building on. We always want to hear from you, because that's the way that we know how to connect and create the right programs for you all. So
what actually I got to call out Julie also said, so glad I did this today. It reminded me to push my hips back. I'm about just bending forward. Your example on the chair getting up of like hinging, and then that's actually like for me, I was like, gosh, that's a good reminder.
But okay, so well, if you can leave if you don't want if you don't want to be here. But here's the thing, so much of us, the reason we're in pain or the reason we get injured is actually because of the everyday things that we do, the movements that we repeat over and over and over again. And so when we think about squatting, we sit to a chair a million times a day. We sit to the toilet, we sit to a chair. So the proper mechanics there make all the difference in the world. When we learn how to hinge and we learn how to get to the bottom of the chair, that's great. But you want to know what puts a lot of pressure on your knees? Standing straight up. When I stand straight up, that bothers my knees so much. All of my weight, all of my pressure goes into my knees. Instead, if I learn how to hinge, now all the pressure is in my glutes, which is one of the strongest muscles in my body. press through my feet, glutes work. I'm getting strong, my everyday activities, and protecting my knees. So there we go. But I was not trying to dive into too much detail in this, but it gets me so excited for people. The more you move, the better you're going to feel in your body. The more you move, the better you're going to feel in your body. So these are all about learning those mechanics. The stronger our hips are, so many people think, I have knee pain. What do I have to do to make my knee strong? It's really not that. You have knee pain, you got to work on your hips. Sometimes your ankles, but a lot of times it's our hips making them strong. So I love this.
There we go.
It
Do you want any insight on what you're going to be doing next week? I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, okay. So we've gone through cardio, body weight strength, weighted strength, and mobility.
Mm-hmm. Should we go back to cardio next week?
Should we go back to cardio?
It seems like I think if
that would be the cycle through,
I believe we'd be on cardio next week.
Yeah. We could do a solid core workout. But sometimes I feel like, and Lori was right, like we're doing cores, we're doing this all the way through. So maybe core or cardio, maybe half and half.
Cardio. Yeah, I was going to say, what about core cardio?
Core cardio.
Activate the core in the beginning, go through some cardio.
Yeah. The thing about start is, so if we do core, we'll be on the ground the whole time. And then when we come up, then we can do cardio. So we maybe core cardio, hardcore. Lori. Wow.
Coming in.
Ruth. Oh gosh, Ruth, you don't want to dance with me.
Oh, come on. Show them a move.
You don't want me
we don't have any music. It's not fair.
You don't want me to teach a dance class. What we do need, Ruth, if you have not gone over to justmove.com, even if you're not a member right now, we have plenty of free dance classes.
Yeah.
Keisha is incredible. Go take some of her amazing dance classes.
And we're thinking about maybe we might do a
doing
start
some
dance live where you get to see Kaisa moving.
Well, you get to see me with Keisha, but Keisha will be leading that. Yeah. That would be really fun though. Yep.
Okay.
Core cardio it is.
Core cardio. Let's go.
Yes,
Next
Diane,
week.
you've done some of the dance. Yes. Keisha is, the thing about it also is you have so much fun in 30 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever class you decide. You don't even realize that you're doing a full cardio workout and you are sweating because you are just jamming out and having so much fun.
Okay, Rebecca with the cardio, that is so up my alley.
Oh, Mike is
good.
loving this.
Really
Rebecca, that is a dad joke that Mike just loves.
That is good. Okay. I think that's it.
Love it. Team, thank you so much for joining me here. Also, be proud. Today was a weighted strength workout. If you have not done weighted moves yet, this is a major stepping stone. So definitely take a minute, pat yourself on the back, grab water, make sure that you hydrate today. Also fuel, like make sure that we're eating today. And again, you can always come back to this workout and repeat it.
We'll see you back on the mat
very soon. Thanks, team.